All right, Eel Nerds, episode 94. And this one gives me the vision of this incredible scenario going on there. There is money flying everywhere because we are going to talk about something that 88% of Americans do: retirement plans, the traditional IRA, the Roth IRA, and the 401k. And from what I understand, this is the way to amazing wealth. All right. Well, we're at 218, something like that, subscribers. Most important thing I want you to know is to not just take my word, do your homework. Speaking of doing your homework, gather your data however you want. But if you are starting from this episode 94, it may not be the perfect thing for you to do. There is a playlist called the Income Investing Roadmap. Consider starting from there. Couple of things. This particular episode is by virtue of a question from a visitor, a subscriber known as Visitors Welcome. And the question was, please consider showing a second graph when you do Yield Super Bowl that is not adjusted for taxes. And some of us are investing with non-taxable accounts such as a Roth IRA. And because Yield Nerd, the channel, is designed for people who are new to investing, instead of directly answering the question that was asked, I wanted to first give you a background of the Roth IRA, backgrounds of any IRAs, 401ks, and then lead to that question. So, couple quick things. I'm going to share what I have learned. You make decisions. I am not a wealth management advisor, and I have no agenda other than to share my knowledge. I don't do politics and policies, so keep that in mind. So, our agenda is going to be first trying to review what the IRAs are about, what the 401ks is about, some terms and definitions, and then I'm going to bring my pencil out and do some elementary mathematics and share what I found with you. And then we'll talk about the gold rush and what lessons the country and the economy learned from that. Okay, IRAs. An IRA stands for the Individual Retirement Arrangement. However, people have butchered it to Individual Retirement Account these days. It was formed several years ago. It has been around quite a while. The traditional IRA has been around quite a while. The Roth, and we're going to look at what all of these terms mean. The Roth IRA is 25-ish years old, named after Senator William Roth. And the Roth 401k is even newer, 2006. And we're going to bring our main characters back, Kayla's parents. Remember Kayla? If you don't, you should watch the previous episode. So Kayla's parents, we're going to work with her and broker Bob. And we are introducing a new character, Ganesh, the boy genius. Ganesh is going to start investing when he is very, very young. And we're going to see what Ganesh does and the brilliant decisions he does because he is, after all, the boy genius. All right. The basic tenet of IRAs is buy now, pay later. What could be the catch with that? It seems perfect to me. So you buy now and you pay later. Let's review what that means. Both traditional IRAs and the traditional 401k says invest your pre-tax dollars now, and when you retire, you pay taxes then. Small caveat, when you retire, even if you had capital gains, even if you had long-term gains, you will be paying taxes as though they were ordinary income. But hey, you pay it much later. Enjoy the benefits of the market now, invest now, pre-tax, and pay taxes later. Now, the Roth is interesting. The Roth 401k, the Roth IRA says invest post-tax now, and whatever you gain, keep it. You can withdraw tax-free later, and there are a couple of caveats. So the real difference between the traditional plans and the Roth plans really are, do you invest pre-tax or do you invest post-tax? And when you withdraw, you do your thing. You can either pay ordinary income tax, which is the highest tax bracket for you when you withdraw, or you can pay no tax at all when you withdraw. So you decide what you want to do. Hey, one more thing with all IRAs. You cannot access that money before you retire, meaning before 59 and a half. Otherwise, the penalties will bite you hard. There are very small exceptions, but I'm not going to go through those for the purpose of this show. But pretty much assume that this dog bites hard if you withdraw before retirement. So whatever money you put into the IRA, whether it is traditional Roth, 401k, Make sure it is money you don't need to pay next month's electric bills. Okay, yeah. Oh, I forgot one more thing that I noticed. A Roth IRA incurs no taxes of any kind. Dividends don't incur taxes. Bond interest does not incur taxes. Capital gains, no taxes. I thought that was pretty cool. So you can pay taxes now, put your post-tax income. You can't touch it. You can watch it grow and admire it. And it has to be there for a minimum of 5 years. And so as long as you're younger than 54.5, you could take some of your money and put it into a Roth, post-tax, watch it grow, and take it 5 years later. So that's the concept. Okay, I am going to help out our infamous broker Bob here. And I'm going to say, let me tell you why you should have an IRA or a 401k. And the way I'm going to lay out my case is very simple. I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to show you real data. This is not predictions, any of that. I'm going to show you real data. If you invested $100, mind you, in 1928 in the market, it will now be worth $624,000. Hey, I have $100 extra. I'm sure you have $100 extra. Imagine the kind of yield you could make. Absolutely amazing. So you just throw it into the market, the S&P, any index fund, just put it into the S&P and sit around. It's magic. It grows like that. That would be my base case. And data does not lie. And so I would, as Bob the broker, I would come to you and say, look, as a matter of fact, you could go to every 15-year period and your investment multiplies by 5x. Off late, you could go to every 10-year period and your investment multiplies by 10x. How insane is that? And that is how well the market has been working. And so you can trust this. This is based on past results, which pretty much guarantees the future. Just kidding. But if you were to believe the past, every 10 years would make your returns 10x. And even if you went on a very, very long term, every 15 years would give you 500% returns. That would be me. I would be Bob the broker, Bob the broker's wealth manager. I would say, hey, KLS parents, I got you. Here's what you do. You are 15 years from your retirement and you make a nice household income, $200,000, well above the national average. Good for you, KLS parents. And upon retirement, you're just going to live off of Medicare for a couple, that's around 52,000. And your effective tax rate today, effective means your total blended tax rate is about 16%. And at 52,000 at retirement, your tax rate is going to be very, very low. So Kayla's parents, as a matter of fact, if you made one more dollar today, you are going to pay the tax man 20 cents on that dollar. How horrible. So let me be the nice investment manager for you. Give it to me. I will put it in an IRA, pre-tax. You do not pay Uncle Sam the 20 cents tax. You give it to me pre-tax. And you don't even have to give me a lot. Just invest 25,000 of your 200,000 pre-tax and just let it chill there for 15 years. Let me show you magic. 15 years later, you are going to be on the beach, Kayla's parents. They are very happy because that little investment they made is now $1 million. The roaring stock market never fails. Yes, I am Bob the broker's AI voice here. The minor detail. Everything you withdraw, Kayla's parents, is now going to have tax of 39%. But hey, what's 39% between friends? Because the reality is you put in a few tens of thousands of dollars and it became 1 million. How amazing. Even if you paid those taxes, you still have 600,000 in the bank. You should be very happy. You go have that extra sandwich at that wonderful beach party there, Kayla's parents. You're welcome. That is what Bob would say. Oh, one small assumption. The next 15 years, I'm going to assume are like the last 15 years. By that, I mean 12 of the next 15 years have to be a bull market and the average returns have to be 10%. Yeah, well, small side note. Okay, Ganesh, the boy genius. Boy, do I have a message for you. You are young, my brother. You are about getting ready to start your career. I got your back because I'm your wealth management advisor. Let me explain how this works. Ganesh, you've got 40 more years of wonderful work left ahead of you. You work in AI in some hot tech company and you make $100,000. Wow, Ganesh, nice job landing that job. And who knows what your tax rate is going to be at retirement. Your effective tax rate today is 17%. You are single, and at 100,000, that is what you would pay in a blended effective rate. However, Ganesh, your marginal tax rate is ridiculous. A quarter of every dollar is going to Uncle Sam. You are making a mistake, my friend. When you retire, you're going to be paying 10%, less than 10%. Who knows? So why don't you give me 15% of your income? I will hold on tight to it. I will put it in a brilliant fund. But here is the amazing thing, your money is going to compound for 40 years. And let me show you what that does, Ganesh, to you. 40 years later, you could have $20 million. How absolutely amazing. The roaring stock market is going to crush it for you. I don't know what the tax rate will be 40 years later, but who cares? It's going to be, you're going to be paying the ordinary income tax. What's between friends, Ganesh? But you make a ton of money. As a matter of fact, Ganesh, you could become the king of Mumbai and you could have this as your summer castle. And the above results assume that 32 of the next 40 years are a bull market and returns are 10% each year. Because if you look at history, that's how America has been. You're welcome, says Bob the broker. That would be my sales job for an IRA. Well, quick recap. Here's how I would have sold it to you. Pay me now to manage your portfolio. Pay me every year. And since you can't touch your portfolio anyway, I'm going to keep eating fees every year for the next 15 years or 40 years. And I'm going to be very nice. It doesn't have to be a black box as to how I invest and give you these amazing returns. I'll even give you a menu. You can say, I want 30% in fund A, 20% in fund B. So you can quote self-directed. You're not going to be picking individual equities. You're not even going to be picking an index. But hey, I got this. I got this. We've been doing this for a long time. We are professionals. And you're going to be buying pre-tax. This thing grows like crazy. I've got past data that shows you how it grows. You buy now, you cash out later, you pay taxes later. The end. Amazing life. You're welcome. A couple of quick mathematics we're going to do here just to make sure. And we are about to go into Unit 2 where we take our pencil out. Let's pause here and pick it up in Unit 2.